In this video, we want to solve this nice radical equation. We are given bunch of radicals on the left side of this equation and we want to solve it. We want to find the values of x. So let's solve it. Let me rewrite the given equation. The given equation is square root of 2. Then inside this square root of 2 we have square root of 3, and then we have square root of 4. And the right hand side is 8 raised to the power x. Fine. Now if you look at here, we have square root of 2 and we want to get rid of this square root of 2. So we can take squares on both sides, right? If you take squares on both sides, and then these guys will cancel, so you will have 2, then you will have square root of 3, and you have square root of 4. Square root of 4 is just 2, so let's write it as 2. So I'm just writing here square root of 4 is equal to 2. Okay, just write it here. And on the right hand side, let's use this property. This property says a raised to the power m raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power mn. So we have, in other words, this property says just multiply the exponents. So x times 2 is just 2x. So far so good. Okay, now we have again this square root. In order to get rid of this square root, we will take squares on both sides again. But if you look at here, we have two terms here and there is a multiplication sign between them. Therefore, you have to take squares on each of them individually. Okay, if you do so, then 2 raised to the power 2 is 4. These guys will cancel, times 3 times 2. And the right hand side is, again, let's use this property. So 2 2s are 4x. Fine. Okay, now what do we want to do? Let's look at the left hand side. The left hand side is 4 times 3 times 2 is 24, and the right hand side is 8 raised to the power 4x. Okay, now we want to solve this equation, but if you look at here, the base is 8. Therefore, let's write 24 in terms of 8. 24 is 8 times 3, and the right hand side is 8 raised to the power 4x. Let's divide by 8 on both sides so that we could have 8s on the right hand side. Therefore, the left hand side is 3, and on the right hand side, okay, now let's use this property, a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n. If you have same base and you are dividing with exponents on them, then that means just subtract the exponents. If you don't have any exponent, that means the exponent is just 1. So this will be equal to 8 raised to the power 4x minus 1. How to simplify this? Of course, just take log base 8 on both sides. Log base 8 of 3 is equal to log base 8 of 8 raised to the power 4x minus 1. And there is a property of log that says bring the exponent up front. So you will have 4x minus 1, and these guys are same, so you will get just 1 after that. So log base 8 of 3. If you add 1 on both sides, then you will have 1 plus log base 8 of 3 equal to 4x. Divide by 4 on both sides, then you will have x equal to 1 plus log base 8 of 3 divided by 4. This is the answer. Let's verify the answer. The given equation is, we want to check the solution. The given equation was square root of 2. Inside we had square root of 3, and then we had square root of 4, and the right hand side was 8 raised to the power x. Let's plug in this value of x here. You can see, if we want to see if this is equal to this one or not, the left and right side. So you can see here we have 8 raised to the power, instead of x we will have 1 plus log base 8 of 3 divided by 4, and the left hand side we have 2 raised to the power square root. Square root means power 1/2. Then we have power 3 base 3, and then we have 2 square roots, 1/2 for each of the square roots, and then we have 4, and then we have 3 square roots, 1 square root for each of them. Fine. And we want to see if these guys are equal or not. So now if we look at here, we have 8 raised to the power 1/4. Fine. Plus 1/4 log base 8 of the number 3. I'm just dividing by 4. Okay, and let's simplify the left hand side. We have 2 raised to the power 1/2 and 3 raised to the power 1/4 and 4. Okay, square 4 raised to the power 1/2 is 2, so we will have 2 raised to the power 1/4 times 1 2 times 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4, and we want to see these guys are equal or not. Okay, now we have 8 raised to the power 1/4 times 8 raised to the power 1/4 log base 8 of the number 3. Fine. Okay, so let's combine these two guys. So we have 2 raised to the power 1/2. Since the bases are same, so you can just add the exponents, and then let's keep this guy as it is. Fine. And now if you look at here, want to see these guys are equal or not. So 8 raised to the power 1/4. The property of log says the number up front can be moved to the exponent of the number inside the log. So that is 8 log base 8 of 3 raised to the power 1/4. Fine. And now we want to add these fractions, so you need to have the same denominator. So I'm multiplying and divided by 2. So you will have 2 raised to the power 2 divided by 4 plus 1/4, and the second number is 3 raised to the power 1/4. So we will have 8 raised to the power 1/2, and then these guys will cancel, so you will have 3 raised to the power 1/4. And now if you look at here, 2 raised to the power 3, 2 plus 1 is 3 divided by 4, and then 3 raised to the power 1/4. And these are equal or not? Yeah, of course they are equal, because 8 is 2 raised to the power 3, and then we have divided by 4, and the other number is 3 raised to the power 1/4, and this guy is exactly equal to this one. So it means that this is the correct solution of the given equation.